Someone came up to me at the gym today and told me something that I didn't know that I needed to hear. Honestly brought me to tears. I had to go on the phone and be like, oh my god, I can't believe it. It was something that was just amazing to hear, and it was something that I don't feel like I've ever got it before. You get compliments all the time, get well dones all the time, but something about this specific person felt so special. It drew me to tears. I made a commitment with myself that I was going to post every single day, and I was going to be consistent, and I was never going to give up. I have been someone, or I was someone, who gave up very easily, who gave up when I saw something that was too challenging, or something that I couldn't measure the level of success that it would bring, or something that I couldn't say for sure was going to be successful, if that makes any sense. On my birthday, I literally said to myself, this is not going to happen again. This is not going to be me. I am not someone who starts things and stops things. I am not someone who keeps on trying multiple things but then never sees any of them through. This commitment wasn't made because I wanted to put a lot of pressure on myself, or I wanted to stop myself from being the person who loves to try different things. No, it was because I just genuinely wanted to see what would happen if I actually stuck to something for as long as I possibly can stick to it. I'm so glad that I took that advice, and I'm so glad that I kept to that promise, and I'm so glad that I am still keeping to that promise, and I hope to keep to that promise for the rest of my life. I no longer wanted to be someone who would buy so many things and say, oh my god, I want to start this new business, and then never do it. I wanted to be someone who stuck to what I said, who stuck to my words, who not only made promises and delivered for other people, but also made promises and delivered for myself. I wanted to be someone who showed up for myself just as much as I would show up for any other person. And I wanted to be someone who took care of myself, not just physically but mentally, but also emotionally as well. And part of that was keeping promises to myself, and part of that was rebuilding my trust with myself. So this person said to me, walked up to me at the gym today and said, I see your things on social media. You would never think that you do this much, but I can't believe it. This is so cool. Something along those lines. And this person said that they don't even run, and just seeing my content has pushed them out there to want to start running, and they are starting to go on runs. I mean, they talked about something else that I'm not going to touch upon, but hearing that instantly drew me to tears. I don't post on social media because I'm trying to get attention. I don't post on social media because I'm trying to inspire others. That is not really my goal. I do understand that whatever you post on social media is going to impact someone at some point, especially when you are going for a bigger following, when you are striving to get a bigger audience. You are going to influence people at some point, regardless of how much subscribers or how many followers that you have. Hearing that genuinely brought me to tears, because 2 years ago I was in a completely different position. 2 years ago I was lost. 2 years ago I was filled with anxiety. Now I have literally taken control of my life, and I have decided to do something so scary, something that I would have run away from years ago, and I have improved so much, and I have gotten to a point where I'm comfortable enough to share that on social media, and to see that someone else or other people are seeing things like this and getting inspired by it really made me emotional. This person wasn't the first person to say this to me, but the fact that this person wasn't someone that I used to follow on social media, or someone that I do follow on social media. This is not someone that I had a relationship with. This was a person that, you know, you would see them at the gym and you would just smile because you're a familiar face. This is not someone that I had built any sort of relationship with, and to hear that, it made me even more proud of myself, because I had such a tough week. I was literally in tears on the phone yesterday, crying to my mum, saying, Mum, I don't know what I am doing. I don't know how I can do this. I am really stressed out. I am being made to look after people that I need looking after. I need a break. I need someone to guide me, and I'm supposed to be in a position where I'm guiding others, and it's hard. That relates to my job specifically, but hearing that today reassured me that everything was going to be okay, or everything is going to be okay. It reassured me that I am doing the right thing, that I made the right decision on my birthday when I said I was going to stick to things, when I said that I was going to follow through with my plans, follow through with my words, follow through with the promises that I have made to myself. It proved to me that at some point, regardless of how long it takes, I will get the following. I will get people to listen to my music. I will get people to sit down and listen to my videos, the same way some of you guys are sitting down and listening to my videos right now, the same way I have built from 0 subscribers to currently 212 subscribers on YouTube is the same way that I'm going to build thousands and thousands and thousands of more followers on this platform and on many of my other platforms as well. And it just goes to show that when you stick to something, you're going to get the reward of it, regardless of how long it's taken to get. When I made this promise to myself, I knew that it could take years for me to get to where I want to be, and I was accepting of that. But sometimes I do get low, sometimes I do get worried, sometimes I do feel like my dream is distant from me, especially the fact that my love for music, my love for the arts, my love for creativity is on my heart 24/7, and not being able to do that 24/7, or not being able to sleep and breathe music, it does hurt sometimes, and sometimes it does feel hard. Hearing that made me feel like, wow, it is going to happen. Wow, I am going to be on a stage one day singing in front of millions and millions of people, and they actually listen and know my lyrics and respect my voice and respect what I have to say and respect my lyrics, respect my hard work. It is going to happen for me one day, you know? One thing I really appreciate about YouTube as well is YouTube allows me to pour my creativity into something as well. I started and stopped YouTube for many years, and it's currently the 6th of February, and I'm still posting every single day, and I'm still going to keep posting every single day. And YouTube has allowed me to just be creative and express my creativity and just be surrounded by creativity even when I'm not necessarily surrounded by it every single day of my life. And I'm really grateful for everyone who watches my videos. I am really grateful for where I am. I am really grateful for the little, which I don't think is little, that I may have, and I'm so excited for the future, and I'm so excited for what's going to come. For anyone out there who may be feeling like their dream is distant, who may be feeling like they're not putting in enough work, who may be feeling like they could be doing better, who may be feeling like they are behind, who may be feeling like, oh my god, what's gonna happen next, where am I gonna go, where am I gonna be in 5 years? As long as you're working hard, and as long as you're putting in that work, as long as you're being consistent, as long as you've got that discipline, and as long as you love yourself and you genuinely take it easy on yourself, and you're genuinely good to yourself, everything is going to work out. Does this mean that tomorrow I might not be scared? Does this mean that tomorrow I might not be in tears because I feel like my dreams are distant? Absolutely not. I probably will get to that point many times during our journey, but that's what being human is about. And I am going to enjoy the process. I'm going to enjoy the highs, I'm going to enjoy the lows, and I urge you to do the same. My story is about music, my story is about running, my story is about so many different things. Your story could be completely different to mine, and whatever story it is, whatever journey it is, whatever lane it is, I urge you to keep going. One thing I have learned just by listening to older people who have walked this journey as well is that nobody ever figures it out. Even the 70-year-olds are still figuring it out. No one ever figures it out. The only thing that you know is that you could have done something differently, and that is fine, and that's what makes life fun. And I urge you to be fearless. I urge you to just push, be comfortable being alone, because sometimes as well this journey can get lonely at some point, especially when you're surrounded by people who are on completely different journeys to you, or who don't even understand why you chose that journey or why you chose that pathway. It is going to be lonely, yes, but at the same time there is light at the end of the tunnel. Even when you're in doubt, just remember that the light is at the end of the tunnel. Right now we're just scared a little bit, you know. It's like going through a scary house. Yeah, I'm gonna be scared inside. Okay, yes, jump scare. Ooh, I know that at the end of that I'm going to walk outside and everything's going to be amazing again, and I'm not going to fear no more. I don't have it all figured out. Like I said before, I'm scared. Like I said before, I wake up confused half the time. But one thing I do know is I'm gonna keep on showing up, and I'm gonna keep on being consistent, and I'm going to keep on smiling my way through it, and I'm going to cry when I need to. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment and subscribe if you liked the video, and I will see you in next week. Bye.